So you're looking to choose the right brokerage, but you're not sure what direction you want to go into. Well, you're in the right place. Because after being in this industry 11 plus years and meeting well over 16,000 plus agents, I've seen just about everything when it comes to an agent picking a right brokerage for themselves. What's the best option? What direction they go into? Cloud-based? Something local? Well, in today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do in order to choose the right broker for you. So by the end, you'll have 10 specific things to go over and you'll know exactly your next steps when choosing the right brokerage for you and for your business. Number one, I would start off with meeting 3 different brokers. Meet 3 different brokerages. You can go up to 5, keep it super simple, and meet a broker that's going to be cloud-based and a broker that's going to be local as well. Meet a broker that's going to be larger, drawing a downline like a cloud base, and then meet a broker that's going to be local that maybe you can actually have one-on-one time with that specific broker who built their brokerage, maybe 12, 20, 15 to 50 agents local in your market. Number 2, do you want to be a single agent forever or do you want to build your own team? If you want to build your own team, a cloud-based broker might be the place where you want to go because then you can do rev share, you can build your downline, and it actually ties into giving you credit when you build a team in a cloud-based broker. Now, you could also choose a local broker that also has some really good perks when building a team, and maybe you can talk with that broker who's already built a team, and you could do the same thing following in their footsteps. Number 3, do you leverage a broker that has great technology tools, website, CRM systems, or do you leverage a broker that maybe doesn't, but allows you to explore other options? Now, I would just say and recommend that you do control your own CRM system bare minimally. A CRM system and potentially a website, because I've seen lots of agents that left a broker and literally their website and their CRM system was shut off and they lost all of their actual contacts and sphere of influence. So you want to make sure you don't learn that the hard way by literally telling a broker you're going to leave their brokerage before exporting your contacts. Even if you use their tools, you could do this, export your contacts, get all your information out before you go to the next brokerage. Now, if you use your own tech tools, your own CRM system, and you go from one brokerage to the next brokerage, like at Liftoff Agent, we offer you the ability just to go ahead and fill out one form, and we'll go into your social media, your website, your YouTube channel, and update the logo to the new brokerage just like that. Now, we don't offer CRM systems, and that's where you'd have to have your own CRM system, but be very aware that you don't want to spend a bunch of work and lose out on all the contacts and all the information and your SOI because the broker actually owns all of that information. Number 4, do you want to join a team or do you want to be a solo agent? Now, when picking a brokerage, you could potentially join a cloud-based brokerage that has a team and you could be underneath that team, and or you potentially could do a local brokerage that has a team and you could be able to learn from the team lead by being an actual team member. That could be directly in line with where you want to go. So thinking about if you want to have and you want to be a team in the future, then that's something you want to do because leverage is power. Or do you want to be a solo agent and keep it simple and just be a solo agent at a cloud-based brokerage or a solo agent at a local brokerage? Now, I would recommend if you want to be a solo agent, make sure that you join a brokerage where you can be able to have access to a solo agent who's a top performer that inspires you and is going to be a good reflection of who you want to become in the future. Number 6, does mindset matter when joining a brokerage? And yes, it does. Whether it's a cloud-based broker or it's a local brokerage, mindset is going to be everything. And making sure that you join a brokerage that has the same mindset that you have or want to have is going to be huge. You want to make sure that you are going to be in line with an individual that is going to be where you want to be, because it can help you get further, farther, faster with your goals and aspirations of achieving the things that you want to achieve. So if you're with a broker that has a team that's doing very well and they can take you under their wing and they can nurture you to where they're at, fantastic. Same thing with a cloud-based brokerage. If you're going to go join a cloud-based brokerage and you're going to be joining a downline and you want to be able to mirror the success that they've already had, then go in that direction and make it happen, because you want to make sure that you join a brokerage that's going to be in line with your future vision and your future goals. If you're telling me, hey, Norm, I don't really know my future vision and goals, then you need to sit down and get clear about what it is that you want out of your business before joining a brokerage, because life can happen to you or for you. And if you know exactly what you want out of life, then everything will happen for you for a reason in line with your goals. If you just want life to happen to you and you can't explain stuff and you feel like you don't know what you're doing and you're just all over the place, you're going to attract that. A like attracts like, and you're basically going to attract the chaos. So make sure you're clear and you know exactly what you want, because mindset is going to be huge. It's going to play a huge role in the decision of the brokerage that you make for the future. Number 7, I highly recommend that you join a brokerage that has a growth mindset. Whether it's technology first, it's coaching, they want to grow, they want to get to the next level of success. You see it with EXP, you see it with Real Broker, you see it with LTP. These are going to be cloud-based brokerages that are wanting to grow. You're seeing it at Compass. Compass is buying up all of these other small brokerages. And beware that if you join a broker like Century 21 or Remax and or potentially Coldwell Banker and or potentially Keller Williams, those aren't bad brokerages to join. I would just be leery of how much are they going to be changing and evolving their brokerage in general. Because if you want to grow and evolve yourself, then you're really going to want to be around a brokerage that's also wanting to evolve and grow themselves, because like attracts like, and you will be forced to grow as the brokerage is growing and they're dealing with pain points and they have new technology and they have new tools. You can leverage all that for yourself. Number 8, I highly recommend when joining a brokerage, you go to a brokerage that allows you to develop your own brand awareness, your own website, your own tech tools, so you can be able to differentiate yourself within the brokerage. Now, there's a couple reasons why. Number 1, because when you go from one broker to another broker, you don't want to have to rebrand and have to go through that whole process, because honestly, the actual customers you work with won't know what broker you're with until you say the broker you're with. 9 times out of 10, these brokerages don't have a lot of clout and don't have a huge arm or huge leverage point where you could say, oh, I'm with X brokerage, and they're gonna be like, oh my God, I want to work with you right now. Because a lot of these brokerages, it's just a logo, and it's you, the agent, who actually builds the credibility and the brand awareness for that specific brokerage itself. So you want to make sure that you're with a broker that's going to give you the ability to be able to do more on your own. And I'm going to be honest with you, Sotheby's International Realty is one of those brokerages that does not want you to co-brand. They want you to stick with the Sotheby's and International Realty's brand and logo and what have you, because they have a brand that they feel and believe that's super prestigious. And they believe the agents underneath their brand should rock and represent the brand because you're with that brokerage. So make sure that even at the small brokerage, sometimes a lot of politics where you won't be able to set yourself up. And this is going to tie into the rest of the video as far as why you want your own brand awareness, why you want to build your own website, or why you want to have social media and things that represent you outside of the brokerage, because there's some things shifting in the marketplace you're going to want to know about here in a second. Number 9. Now, here's going to be some contrast to the last one, number 8. I talked about Sotheby's International Realty, and I talked about how they can't give you and build on top of your own brand. But companies like Compass, they actually, in other brokerages, you can find out if they give you this, they will give you an actual marketing budget to build your own brand, to explore services like Liftoff Agent, so you can be able to do more outside of the tech tools and the resources that they currently offer to you. So maybe beware of the fact that if a broker gives you tech tools and also gives you a tech marketing budget, that could be huge as well. Now, typically that's for agents that are already producing and doing very well in their marketplace. And that is going to be a tactic to have an agent go from one brokerage over to Compass as an example, because they're doing so much business on an annual basis. They want to actually be able to earn that business. And in turn, they're going to give you something in return. So if you're a newer agent, this might not be applicable to you. But if you're a seasoned agent and you're thinking about moving into another brokerage, then you might want to think about this, because that could actually be the determining factor for you to be able to save on marketing costs and hire a company like Liftoff Agent. Number 10, last but not least, do your homework. What I would recommend is when you pick those 3 to 5 brokerages, call the actual top performing agents within that brokerage. Someone that's been in the broker for at least 1 to 2 years, and ask them questions. How do you like the CRM system? How do you like the tools? How do you like the support? Is there coaching, back-end office support? Whether it's transaction management, back-end office support for paperwork, what does it look like? How is it going? Vendors, referral partners within the brokerage, ask specific pertinent questions to find out A through Z when going through a transaction, how smooth it is and how things have worked out, so you can be able to get additional context to make the best decision possible. Now, I'm gonna give you a cliff note, which isn't even on here before I get to our last point and our call to action for you, is that the market's shifting. I'm talking about how Zillow and Compass is having a huge war. I'm talking about the fact that AI now can go through the process and qualify a specific prospect or a lead that comes in automatically, and you're not needed anymore. So if you're going to join a brokerage that doesn't allow you to build your own brand and build your own website and be able to talk to your ideal persona, buyer or seller, with the freedom to be able to help them with their pain points, whether that's buying a home or selling a home or relocating, then you're going to want to make sure that you run as fast as you possibly can. Join a brokerage that's going to support you, that's going to serve you, and going to allow you to be able to shine as bright as you possibly can, because the market is shifting. And the last thing you want to do is be paying for leads that now can basically get followed up with automatically through AI. And Zillow says, bye-bye, Mrs. Agent, bye-bye, Mr. Agent. We don't need you anymore, because now we're utilizing AI to replace you, and we can just fill someone in who can just open a door, answer some questions, and then it goes through a transaction, and it's that simple. So just be very aware of that, okay? If you enjoyed today's video, you found value, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you want to establish your own brand, your own website, you're going to be going from one broker to another broker, this could be a good opportunity to set up and explore a strategy call with us. There'll be a link down below to be able to do as such. And we can talk about what does your future look like? What potentially could you be doing to be able to build your own brand, build your own website, market your ideal avatar, have a YouTube channel, have social media where you're talking about the various different things to serve that ideal buyer or serve the ideal client or person who's going to move into your marketplace, so you can be able to have more success with that process. Best of luck choosing the right broker for you. I just want to help you be able to have less pain, less resistance, and make less mistakes, so you can focus on hitting your goals, growing your business, serving your ideal clients, and having more liftoff. God bless. Thank you so much for your time. Like, subscribe, notification bell. We'll see you all in the next one, and links down below to set up that strategy call with us personally. And I appreciate your time today. God bless.